Welcome friends. Get ready to dive into the ocean's time-traveling celebrities, the horseshoe crabs. These quirky, ancient arthropods have been around for a jaw-dropping 445 million years, making them Earth's true time travelers. But here's the kicker. They're not just living fossils, they're nature's unsung heroes, and we're about to uncover the top 10 astonishing facts that will leave you shell-shocked. From their quirky eye collection to their secret superpowers, including blue blood that's saving lives worldwide, these horseshoe crabs are more than meets the eye. So, if you're ready to be amazed, join us on this underwater adventure as we reveal the hidden gems of horseshoe crab folklore. Get ready to be wowed by the incredible world of these marine marvels. Time travelers. Horseshoe crabs are like the rock stars of the animal kingdom, with a history that dates back a jaw-dropping 445 million years. To put that in perspective, these ancient arthropods were already strutting their stuff on Earth's stage long before dinosaurs had even evolved. Meet the Lunataspes aurora, a minuscule horseshoe crab fossil, just 25 millimeters wide, that crawled over the terrain of Manitoba way back in the day. Now, they're often given the moniker, living fossils, but don't be fooled, evolution hasn't left these guys behind. Back in the day, some of their prehistoric relatives had limbs that split into two branches, but today's horseshoe crabs have a single branch. They've managed to adapt and survive for eons, making them one of the oldest continuously existing animal species on the planet. So, when you see a horseshoe crab, just know you are looking at a true time traveler. Not your regular crab. Horseshoe crabs are often misunderstood and wrongly associated with regular crabs, but they couldn't be more different. These fascinating creatures don't even belong to the crustacean club. Unlike their crabby cousins, horseshoe crabs are part of a distinct subphylum known as chelicerates, which also includes arachnids like spiders and scorpions. The first clue that they're not your typical crab is the absence of those distinctive antennae. Instead, they sport two main body segments and unique pincer-like feeding appendages called chelicerae. While they might share a similar body shape, it's like comparing apples to oranges. So, next time you spot one of these armored wonders on the beach, remember they're not your run-of-the-mill crustaceans, they're arachnid cousins with a flair for the dramatic. Eyes everywhere. Imagine having eyes in all the right places, and some pretty unconventional ones. Horseshoe crabs are truly masters of visual perception. They've got a whole assortment of eyes, each with a specific role to play. The large compound eyes perched on the sides of their shells are the rock stars, helping them locate their partners during the whirlwind of mating season. But wait, there's more. Behind each compound eye, there's a small, primitive photoreceptor known as a lateral eye. Towards the front of their shells, you'll find two tiny median eyes and a single endoparietal eye. And just when you thought that was enough, check out their underside, where they have two ventral eyes that help them navigate while swimming through the deep blue. What's truly fascinating is their compound eyes, which are relatively simple to study and have taught scientists a great deal about how our own eyes function. So, next time you're marveling at the wonders of the animal kingdom, remember that horseshoe crabs are the true eye-openers. Upside-down swimmers. Young horseshoe crabs have a flair for the dramatic. While their adult counterparts prefer leisurely strolls along the ocean floor, these little rascals love to show off their skills by swimming upside down, using their gills as extra paddles. It's like the horseshoe crab version of synchronized swimming, but with a touch of rebellion. However, as they grow older and wiser, they tend to opt for more conventional means of transportation. So, the next time you come across a young horseshoe crab putting on an aquatic acrobatic show, appreciate the youthful enthusiasm. It's all part of their journey to becoming the oceanic marvels we know today. Spikes for more than just style. That formidable-looking spike tail on horseshoe crabs isn't just for show, and it definitely isn't used for stinging as some might believe. These spiky appendages serve a variety of practical purposes in their lives. One of the primary uses is acting as a rudder to help steer them through the water. They're like the steering wheel of the horseshoe crab's underwater adventures, providing stability and control. Additionally, those spikes come in handy when a horseshoe crab finds itself in a tight spot, literally. If they end up flipped over onto their backs, these spikes can help them right themselves and get back to their normal, upright position. So, while they may look intimidating, those spikes are really multi-purpose tools that help these ancient creatures navigate their world. A taste for bivalves. What's on the horseshoe crab menu, you ask? Well, they've got quite the refined palate, mainly savoring a diet of bivalves. These include delicacies like clams and mussels, which they enjoy with a side of algae and carrion. But the real trick to their dining experience lies in their unique approach. These low-profile predators don't just gobble up their meal like most critters. Instead, they employ a more sophisticated dining technique. Picture this: they mash their food between the spiky upper regions of their legs. Once it's nicely tenderized, they deftly push it into their mouths for a sumptuous horseshoe crab feast. So, while they may not have Michelin-starred restaurants in the ocean, they certainly know how to dine in style. Party in Delaware Bay. Every May and June, Delaware Bay becomes the hottest spot on the horseshoe crab social calendar. It transforms into the largest Atlantic horseshoe crab spawning zone on the planet, a mate-a-thon like no other. Picture this: under the cover of darkness, a female horseshoe crab makes her way ashore, with a male, or several, hot on her heels. Once she digs a hole and deposits her precious eggs, the males quickly get to work, fertilizing them like there's no tomorrow. But the real stars of this event are the migratory shorebirds that descend upon the bay in colossal numbers. They flock to feast on the nutrient-rich eggs laid by these ancient creatures. Among them, you'll find hundreds of red knots, using the crab extravaganza as a pit stop during their annual migration from the Arctic to South America. It's like the ultimate beach party, but with feathers and fins. The survival game. Horseshoe crab parenthood is no easy feat. A single female horseshoe crab can lay an astonishing 90,000 eggs per clutch. You'd think that would guarantee a thriving horseshoe crab population, right? Well, not quite. The harsh reality is that only around 10 of those embryo-filled eggs will ever grow into adulthood. It's a real survival game out there. Why such a low survival rate? Blame it on the hungry predators. Fish, sea turtles, and various bird species see horseshoe crab eggs as the ultimate delicacy. They descend upon these nesting grounds in droves, devouring the eggs in what can only be described as an all-you-can-eat buffet. So, while horseshoe crabs might be ancient survivors, they face constant challenges in their quest to keep the circle of life spinning. Ladies first. When it comes to horseshoe crab reproduction, the ladies take the spotlight. Not only are they the bigger gender, with females measuring 25 to 30% larger than their male counterparts, but they also mature at a slower pace. It's like the ultimate example of ladies first. While male horseshoe crabs are ready to dive into the world of romance by the ripe old age of 8 or 9, their female counterparts are in no rush. They hold off on breeding until they're about 10 or 11 years old. It's a reminder that in the animal kingdom, just like in life, timing is everything. Lifesavers extraordinaire. Here's a jaw-dropper for you. If you've ever received a vaccine, you owe a debt of gratitude to horseshoe crabs. These ancient creatures have a secret weapon hidden in their veins: blue blood. That azure hue comes from hemocyanin, a copper-rich protein that serves as their oxygen transporter. But it's not just the color that's intriguing. Horseshoe crabs have a unique immune system. Unlike us humans with our white blood cells, they have amoebocytes. These cells are like the bodyguards of the horseshoe crab world, attacking pathogens by sealing them inside a gooey barrier, preventing them from spreading. This amazing discovery, made by Johns Hopkins University physician Frederick Bang in 1956, has revolutionized medicine. Today, horseshoe crab amoebocytes are crucial in ensuring the safety of injectable drugs and vaccines. The FDA even made this test mandatory for experimental drugs and surgical implants in the 1970s. In a way, horseshoe crabs have become unsung heroes, saving countless lives through the safety of medical treatments. As we wrap up our horseshoe crab expedition, I hope you're as fascinated by these oceanic wonders as I am. From their prehistoric charm to their critical role in modern medicine, Horseshoe crabs are a true testament to the marvels of the natural world. If you've enjoyed this deep-sea dive into their astonishing world, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more riveting wildlife adventures, and share this video with your fellow nature enthusiasts. And next time you're at the beach and spot one of these living fossils, give them a nod of appreciation for their incredible journey through time and their vital contribution to science and our well-being. Thanks for staying with us, and until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the incredible wonders of our planet.